last time on Dragon Ball Z.
What do you want? There's no clip. You guys didn't make a clip. I can't put a clip in here if you don't make a clip. My hands are tied. I mean, they're not, but make clips.
Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Hello and good evening. Joel makes a good point. I could make my own clips, but honestly, sometimes it feels really self-serving to go back and be like, that's the good Jordan. That's prime stuff. Although, I think it might have been our last stream where I did a King of the Hill. I did Hank Hill going Bahamut or whatever. It was like the Baja Blast thing. I don't know. It got out of hand, but I remember it being funny, and I was like, I wonder if I should maybe go back and see if it's funny. And then I forgot about it. And then life got in the way, and we have not been able to stream in a hot minute. But we back. Of course, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to have another small break because there's a big family cruise coming up. But I will do my best to have streams before, streams after. We're building up to, as you can see over here, this other handsome me's. The one stock photo I took in the David when we started Shattered is like, can you get me a headshot? And I had Courtney take one photo of me, and I have used that as like my stock photo for like 6 years, and to me that's hilarious. It's just like, I'm never gonna change it. Which is funny is you can actually see the scoliosis shoulder height difference in that picture too. So that's fun. But for those of you that don't know, we have a charity stream coming up Saturday, December 21st. We're getting the word out early. Really hyped for it. I'm going to be doing it's going to be a Pokemon Sword self-destruct moves only run. Where here's the thing. I'm debating allowing like status moves to like buff myself or heal myself in combat if like somebody has like Milk Drink or something. I'm debating it. So it could very much be like, no, the only moves you click are the self-destructs, or it could be the only attacks I'm allowed to use are the self-destruct ones. So like if I could sit there and set up like double teams and then like swords dances or something, that would probably that actually might be necessary for like the end game to be able to like swords dance or stuff like that, you know. So there might be some leeway in that. I still need to plan out the whole run and see where that gets me. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to raising money. As it says in the bottom, you have the opportunity with your donations to force my out-of-shape butt onto a treadmill during the stream. And so you can make me suffer, get healthier, and support children in need all in one donation. So that's pretty dope. We also have our usual Bean Boozleds and sour candy things from our last few years. Honestly, knowing me, it's initially big set up as like you choose which thing you want. You give any decent amount, I'm probably going to just be like, you get it all, because I'm a showman, and suffering is fun for people. Like, Schadenfreude is a very enjoyable thing for people. But, you know, I want to encourage giving and everyone having a good time. That's what's important to me. But so we're going to move on back to the world of Final Fantasy. And as you can see, I got a little busy. Whew, that's louder than I thought it would be. Jesus. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to turn the Elgato up for Courtney and I's last game. Let's see, is that good? I think that's probably good. for now, we'll keep it here. Okay, so where we last left off. I want to see if I can find what my last. Excuse me. They make this save point here so hard to get to, like around the guy. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Like, I feel like I did all this temple stuff off stream too. I don't actually know. No, we did do... That's the thing. I know we went and got Yojimbo together, so it's probably around here, about 489. Is probably about the save that we did it. So we're at 565 hours. It's ridiculous. First of all, yes, you will, Mick. Listen, your mother and I love each other very much. By God, you will. You may not like me, but one day you will respect me. Now, that's a good throw. Welcome in. Mick and Raven were doing co-op. What was that? Black Ops 6. I always forget the Call of Duty Black Ops. There's so many ding-dang names for the same game, basically, as far as I'm concerned. I say that as a lifelong Pokemon and Final Fantasy player. I will admit the redundancy. So, for one thing, I forgot to check Yojimbo. I've been boosting his defenses up because if he has a compatibility rating, which makes it more likely that he'll use Zanmato against stronger enemies, which we want. We want to exploit this. Oh, good, I can boost agility again. As you can see, dude has great evasion. It only sucks against these special enemies in the arena that I'm fighting. They all have like 250 accuracy. It's ridiculous. But so if he dies, his compatibility goes down. So beefing up his defenses and giving him the speed to potentially go more than once is very important. I just remembered there had been something else I wanted to grind later. I'll have to keep that in the back of my mind. Yes, there's so many different things at all times I could be grinding for in this game. If you look at... So when you complete an area, like the Calm Lands, which we completed, you unlock an area conquest. So the Calm Lands got us Chimera Geist. The Cavern of the Stolen Faith got us Dawn Tonberry. When we unlock the two of those, it unlocked Earth Eater, who is ridiculously strong, but he can be Zanmatoed. Or I don't know the right way if I'm saying it the right way or not. But Homeboy has the chance to drop. I clicked on the wrong thing. That's the wrong weapon, even. Everyone, up to 3 or 4 slot triple overdrive weapons. So they only have triple overdrive, and it's a skill that we would want for at least like Yuna, Titus, Riku, anyone doing our trio of 999 or whatever, and Yuna for her Aeons. Like, but then I'm like, okay. But Kimari and Auron also have overdrives that allow us to eject enemies, which for some enemies, they're like immune to all the crap, like that giant worm. There was no quick way to kill it when we were there, except for ejecting. It could be ejected. And then we had to spend so much time in our grind. Oh, I guarantee you Joel probably has his Christmas presents already wrapped at this point. Who are we kidding? But yeah, we had to sit there and grind Auron's overdrive over and over and over again in order to grind out that worm. Giggity. The Christmas background is up. You can't have it. What do you mean you can't have a tree? Who's stopping you? Oh, do you mean like a real tree? Oh, Oh no. Chances are good. We have our box in our tree in a box in the garage. There's also a smaller one that was the old tree that is now the kids' tree, but the nice fancy one. I feel like Courtney and I have both run into that box in the garage a couple of times in the last year. So there's a very good chance we go to plug our tree in this year and it's just not gonna work. We'll see that problem when we get there. I'm trying to like please like honey please just like there's already some Christmas decorations up, but I'm like, can we like not do a tree until after Thanksgiving? That would be great. So Oren and Kamari, where's Kamari? He's in the party, isn't he? Yeah. They didn't have evade and counter weapons when we last left off, so we actually got their triple overdrive weapons and got them their evade and counter. Kamari's got Death Strike, and Oren's got Stone Strike. The last person, so everyone's got some form of this. Yuna's gonna have a stone. I'm gonna have 3 with Death Strike. The item for Death Strike, we have to grind the Don Tonberry, and we have to kill it with Zanmato. It's the only way. It's a pain in the butt. It drops 3 unless he gets the rare Dark Matter drop, and it takes 60 for one go. So not only have who else got it? Waka has it on his triple overdrive, but he also has it on his capture weapon because some enemies, that's gonna be how we have to do. So we've already done this 3 times. This is the 4th grind. We're gonna give it to Lulu so she has some, God bless her, some use in all this. But in grinding this, pretty much everyone has some form of really, really good status armor. Death proof, zombie proof, stone proof, dark proof. That's amazing. We're getting really close to unlocking 4-slot armor, if I remember correctly. We got to start the quest on the mountain. That's gonna be great. I have not captured everything on the mountain yet, but I need to. Cats are adorable, fluffy weapons of destruction. But yeah, the one thing that's missing from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their weapons is evade and counter. So we will have to do 5? Because yeah, Oren and Kamari have it. Oh, I want 6. That's right, because so for Riku, we're gonna have this one be her status triple overdrive. But for boss fights where the statuses don't matter, I want her to have, we got Gillionaire on one of her weapons. We also have Buccaneer for Master Thief. And then, yeah, she did get her curse proof thing, but Kilmari, where is it? We got one of the ribbon weapons or armors to drop from Dark Yojimbo. I want to try grinding that too. If your hot dog is fluffy, you've done something wrong. Well, maybe the bun, I guess. Yeah, so Joelle, my mother-in-law, I have not checked on it this year, but she has some form of what she calls like a year-round tree in the house. So it's just decorated for like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, just 4th of July, like, very, very random. And I'm just like, okay. I am not that kind of person. I'm not. We got a lot of 3-slotters. I could, like, I know I'm going to eventually replace almost everything in their inventory with the 4-slot armors. But for now, I'd rather keep these for in case of emergency. What I really want, I wish we had more slots. I'm gonna have a version of the armors with like element eaters. so they get healed from all the elements. But that is difficult because then they can't use... I want to get armors with auto haste and auto phoenix, and then preferably ribbon if possible. That's going to take a lot of work. So yeah, you think, Jordan, you've grinded almost you've been in this game for almost 600 hours. Surely you don't have much more to go. No, I have so much more grinding I want to do. Because the no sphere grid challenge is difficult. It is very difficult. Although, in the realm of stuff that makes stuff easier, first of all, we got... oh, I need to write all these down. I need to update my spreadsheet. I forgot to do that. Wow, we almost have maxed out Candle of Lives that we've been stealing. So we can cast Doom now, which can be helpful. We're halfway. I just need 10 more Dawn Tonberry kills. We have 31 Dark Matters. And... 30 Rings of Discovery, 25 Gambler Spirits, 3 Underdog Spirits. All of these in one configuration or another are how we're going to cast Trio of 999. So we're stocked there too. I don't know what I've touched since I started talking to you guys, so I'm just going to save. It's easier said than done. So what we do, no worries. Tell me if it's something tasty. We go to Dawn Tonberry. I don't want to overdo our weapon usage. Yeah, eventually we're going to fight this thing enough where we could give someone else Gillionaire, honestly. Wanna be a Gillionaire, so living bad. I like her little wand. It reminds me of like the Disney D. Dang it. Okay, it's not at the end of the world. I still get a turn. So, when I started all of these grindings, he'd only get one turn before Tonberry. Tonberry will instantly kill him every time that he gets an action. So lots of resetting, and then I'm like, oh, what happens if I upgrade his speed? So I've been using Bahamut and Extract Speed to overkill enemies to get a lot of speed spheres. And as you can see, even though he used his automatic move that he does sometimes, I still have a turn because I've gotten him that level of fast. Let's try 10,000. I think I've reset the counter. Let's find out. Please? Son of a bitch. Okay. Here's what the last few weeks of my life has looked like. Triggering one of these fights, trying Yojimbo, and then having to restart everything if it doesn't go my way. Pain in my buddy. Okay, if I only need 10 more. If I did it at 20,000. That's only 200,000. And he's going to give me some more items to sell. Maybe I do need to increase. So yeah, the dollar amount affects it. But it's not consistent, because even in the resets, it's like, no, you paid me more last time. Like, I kept having to give higher and higher money on just rerolls to get results. So it's weird. But sometimes you can reset it by going out and summoning them in the field a bunch. It's very random and inconsistent. It's the candle. candle of life. And she's dead. I like to say, hey, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo, you gonna come over here and cut that guy up for me? He's little and green, but he's an evil piece of crap, just like Yoda. He's tough to kill. See, he can also counter with just voodoo, which instantly kills. And yeah, Yojimbo takes a huge hit to his compatibility with us if we let him die. So I can't just let him die and then try again. It screws us. It screws us hard in the butt. Squeenix. I just think it's funny, the juxtaposition between 10 and 10-2 of like very prim, proper, does her duty in her place, and almost timid Yuna, at least through the start. And then you look at the screenshot for 10-2, and what I personally seen of it, and girl's like, finally free of this bird. Like, she's like, I'm gonna live my life. It's funny. Okay. I'm gonna bump it to 15,000? Maybe I should just bump it to 20. Just as an exploratory. I'm glad to have Orin finally evade encounter, because he has the highest HP of us all. So he can come in handy for maybe actually tanking a magic hit once in a blue moon. Because special skills and magic still... Hell, anything with... If something has high enough accuracy, it still gets through our evade encounter. That's what I learned. Evade encounter is not foolproof. High enough accuracy will just still hit. There we go. Okay. Greedy little monkey wasn't getting enough money, even though I reset him. But that means that that dollar amount's going to start increasing in this back half. It's fine. It's fine. We gained like $1 million from between the last set of grinding. It's fine. But now, because I did that, grand summoning, giving him the grand sum and letting him absorb that overdrive also boosts his compatibility, so it's pretty much a necessity to get Zanmato again. There's like even more complex, there's like equations and crap. My brain is tired in general lately with job hunting and everything, that no, I don't have it in me to do calculations for that. My apologies. I also forgot to heal Riku. $1 million hot dog. Also, yeah, I like the glow, the little green glow her staff gets when she's smacking. So like, I like this new weapon for her. Kamari's is fun. I mean, his is just spears. I don't know. But yeah, only having to kill 2 enemies to fill our overdrive is dope. I super prefer it. It's started to save me so much time, although I really need evade encounter on her. Oh wait, no, I don't want to grand summon. I was just doing that. So going out, filling the overdrive, and then summoning again, a regular summon again, usually is enough to cycle through. No big fish yet. I've got one potential that I'm like, recruiter reached out. I found the job also at the same time, like, so it just, we were reaching out to each other pretty much at the exact same time. And you know, he got my information, got the little right to represent thingamajig, and submitted it, and it's been a little over a week. Haven't heard back yet. And it's like, if I get this one, I took a risk, and they gave a salary range. And I did not put myself at the very top of the range, but I put myself in like the upper third, when technically I think all of it would be a raise. But it's like, maybe I don't know, I thought maybe shoot my shot, you know? But now I worry, did I overreach? But unless I'm mistaken, wouldn't an employer, if they think I've asked for too much, if they like what they see, and they're considering me, wouldn't they be like, hey, we like you, but is it possible that you could take this slightly less number? Because honestly, I'd be fine with that. Okay, so we've saved. Wait, is this that's an old man, right? Or is that an old lady? Hard to tell. It looks like a bun in the back. But the rest of it, there's been a lot of auto rejections, which is when you look at like your own resume and you're like, I've been doing this job for 11 years and you just told me I'm not qualified to do that job. Like, did you even look? Jazz. Oh, it's a normal thing? I hope so. I hope I did not offend them. I would not be offended if they haggled back at me, honestly. However, they put the range in, so like I think they've got to expect it, right? So fingers crossed. My big worry is that supposedly they're looking to have this job starting in a week, at least according to the initial posting I saw. So like, oh man, 20,000 and you didn't even do what I need you to do. Are we restarting? We're restarting. Cool. My worry is either they're just not going to pick at all. Hopefully that was, I don't know. Or they're gonna wait till I'm on a cruise ship in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico to be like, hey, reach out to Jordan. Let's see if he can start right away. I'm gonna be like, I thought about, please no. I mean, I told them like they asked you to list any vacations and stuff when you were sending in the information. And I said, hey, from here to here, I'm out of the country. So, thoughts, prayers, pairs, karma, whatever you got, whatever you want. If you send it my way, I'd appreciate. I would like to have a job secured before my severance runs out. You know, because if that doesn't happen, oof, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Dear bank, I know you like money. I got this out of a Monopoly playset. I owe you. I totally will pay you back. Love, Jordan. One of the ones that really bothers me is there's a job opening. When you look at the job posting, it says remote. A lot of these jobs I've seen are doing it. They're listing them as remote jobs when they're hybrid. And in this case, it is a company in Tampa that wants people in the office 2 days a week. Tampa's 3 hours away. So that would mean for me to take this job, because it's not a permanent, it's contract with the potential to become a permanent thing. I would have to drive down and get a hotel and basically like not see my family for half the week every week. Like that's not something I can reasonably do. So both me and the recruiter, like, and this guy, this is one of like the big recruiters that you've heard of, like a lot of people have heard of and worked with, and like they're no slouches. They're like, let's see if we can, like, we should be able to talk them into some sort of stipend, like a travel stipend, or some like maybe once a week, or like if they need, like, listen, if you guys like once a month are like, hey, come into the office, we need to get to, or like, hey, for the first week we'd like you in person to get to know you, something. I'm a flexible dude, I can make stuff happen. But to flat out be like, no, we won't consider anything, and the recruiter's like, what? Like the dude himself is like, that's ridiculous. Because they're still putting this job up in multiple companies. They can't get it filled, but they won't be flexible. And then, of course, I'm seeing stuff they're like, hey, Phoenix, Arizona, like a lot of on-site jobs, and it's like, I can't really move. I mean, I could, the right job, especially if they're willing to help, I'd consider moving, honestly. But for just a lot of these are 6-month contract. No, I'm not going to sell my house and move to a different state where I have no support system whatsoever on the hope that you continue a job. Because they could just, at the end of 6 months, go, no, we're done with you. That's okay, bye. Here's the drift. And it's fixed. Blech. It's not a good sign that your good luck hot dog did a 5. It's too late, Mick. I can't ignore that. Getting better. Well, there you go. That's really good luck, and hopefully I'd like to power positive thinking and all. As my brother was talking about all this a day or two ago, and he's like, I really hope you can get this, what you need settled in the next 2 weeks before you go on the cruise with us, because he's taking our mom and our whole family as like a special. There's some family history stuff, some things that went down like a decade ago, basically. And he's like, I want to make it up to you. And I'm like, well, listen, like, on one hand, I forgave you a long time ago, and that's not necessary. But on the other hand, if you're wanting to do this, and apparently they've done it for tons of people, other people in their life that stuff had went down with, like, I'm not going to argue against a free cruise. Like, that's what you want to do. Okay. But he's like, I want you to be able to have fun on this trip and not be worried about a job. I'm like, yeah, me too. Because I'm sitting there having to look at, my original plan was to go completely no data. So I don't even have to worry about my phone or anything. Because I looked for one person to have internet on that ship for the whole, because it's a flat rate per day per device. So for just me, and it's for the whole length of the ship, even though technically Yeah. Technically a day of that, you're basically in cell range for half the day, whatever. But it would be $150 on sale. Once you get on the ship, it goes up even more. It goes up by like $10, so it's like it's like at least $200. So like, I don't want to have to pay $150 to $200 just to check my emails and LinkedIn and stuff while I'm gone, and be obsessively, like, I'm supposed to be relaxing, and here I am obsessively checking it, you know? Did I already do this? I don't know. We'll find out. Also, let's see, how are we on the candle? Okay, we need to steal 2 more times. And then we can switch back to rare stealing. Maybe get someone else with Gillionaire. Wanna be a Gillionaire, so living man. It always pops in my head. It's the echolalia. I have to like finish. I have to finish my brain sentence. Nice doggy, cute little pooch. Maybe you got a milk bone. Dang it. Sometimes you can get away with paying the same amount between each attempt, and sometimes the son of a bitch absolutely refuses, so I guess I need to go up to 22,000. It's also why that, for some reason against the Earth Eater and like Dark Yojimbo, instead of it being like 10,000 increments, it was 100,000. It'd be like, all right, here's $100,000, and the first time he'd kill him, and maybe the second time, but then the third time it's like $200,000, 300. So like Yuna's weapon cost me, because I got lucky and did back-to-back fights. I got like 3 fights in a row, and it dropped on the third. So then I'm forced to save with those 2 unnecessary fights. So yeah, I dropped 2 million gil to get her weapon because she was the last one who needed it. So that was a pain. And then when we do this, it's Bltzball. We haven't even done the thing we came here to do, which is obscene amounts of Bltzball. Which also I gotta do 10 games straight because it's saved on a league the last time. Oh yeah, and our real play time is probably at least 100 hours more because none of these resets get saved. All the failed resets do not get saved in our hours. I wonder what's in a Wonder Ball. No, I bet the switches thing can tell you how long we've actually been having this game on. So why is it Yojimbo here and not like, why wouldn't we have Gilgamesh? I did 21 the last time, so 22 is what I think I said we were gonna do. Go get him. You son of a butt monkey. You really not gonna do it for 2,200? Hold on. Let's be silly. Let's be children. I doubt he'll do it for this. It'd be funny if he did. Yeah, no. I guess I need to refresh him again. This is ridiculous. This is what like, Jordan, what have you been doing for the last few weeks off stream? An obscene amount of this, like, into the point of passing out at night. Just holding the Switch in bed, or having it on the nightstand propped up while I have the controllers, and I'm just like, I'm waking up like 2 in the morning because I fell asleep doing it. I'm like, okay, I'll put the Switch away because I'm obsessed. I just have to. I just have to. It's a sickness, man. I have seen this opening button clicks and everything more times than I could ever count in my entire life. I've seen Katase's name more times than I could think. And now I want to see... for 600 hours or more. Oh no, don't do that. We're already in it. When did I play Katamari on here? I always wonder, I think both Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet, they've both had DLC releases since our challenge runs, and that makes me wonder, do you guys ever want to see us go back with our challenge teams for the status and no moves runs for those games and try and do the DLCs? Y'all let me know. Because aren't the DLCs essential... Oh wait, I wanted to go and do a regular fight. Aren't the DLCs basically their version of having a third version game now? Excuse me. So instead of having Sword, Shield, and Gun, it's Sword and Shield and DLC. They probably realized after the Ultras, Sun and Moon, they're like, people are kind of getting tired of playing a duplicate second game. I gotta feed Yojimbo his little orange bar. He's gotta get his snackums on. Oh, look who's on my toes now. Funny that you remember that move. Butthole. I've been playing on handheld for weeks. Is the difference between having it in your hand and having it on the dock where it's more powerful is night and day, and it's really funny. Okay, I'm gonna run. Yeah, I just used up my whole stash of petrify grenades, so I might as well grab a few more if I can. If you get her alone successfully, they won't do the one attack that they can actually kill us with. Oh, yeah, they're gonna do it now. They're gonna Sonic Tail. Unless he can get away this time. Yeah. They're more likely to physically attack her now than they normally would. Which we counter with Death Touch and take them out. Yep. Otherwise, they will... It's like a coin flip. If it's everybody, they'll probably use Sonic Tail and it kills everybody. It bypasses the evade and counter. Unless it's just too accurate. Maybe that's the problem. And one thing I've noticed is the wolf, the little wolf guy, 9 times out of 10 will target Yuna. It's very annoying. And of course, because I said it, it doesn't do it this time. And for good measure, let's do one more Jimby. Yo Himbo. Oh, look who knows Zanmato again. I'd also like to think after recycling this a few times with the low amount that maybe this dude will go back to accepting 10 grand instead. Despite my $3 million, I'm not made of money. I'm gonna need at least $1.5 million just to buy armor. I don't need to buy weapons anymore, so that's good. I think that's the last candle of life we need. Man, the fact that I was able to manage to to capture 10 of those is still impressive. Get her, Ray. Alright, fingers crossed. Do it for 10 grand, you cheap punk. I hate you. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? I guess I'll do 23,000. We only need like what, like 6 or 7 of these, I think, like encounters. Just give me the couple of encounters. I swear I won't go fighting Yojimbo on this stream. I'll go straight to Bltzball. Mostly Scout's Honor. Yoshinori Katase. Also, in the realm of Jordan grinds too much in a funny way. A couple days ago, Courtney decides to give me a haircut. Well, I needed it, but she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." So I'm sitting in a chair with like a tarp under me. I've got the Switch on the big screen and the controllers in sandwich baggies so no hair gets in. I don't have my glasses on, obviously, and my vision is so bad, even on the big screen, I can't read a damn thing. It's all fuzzy. But I've been doing this grind for so long, I know the button presses without having to really read anything. I'm like, okay, down once, click, click, that's stealing for her. Now it's Yuna, left, over, click, down all the way, click for Yoji, like, I got a problem, man. Also, it's weird to see Titus running around when I have not had Titus in my party in 100 hours. I wonder if really this resetting thing does nothing and it is literally just the RNG and I'm getting bad RNG or good RNG at times and I'm making up a pattern of, oh, it's because I did it this way, and it's literally like nothing and I'm a crazy person. Alright, here's $23,000. Alright, for the cost of an old Toyota Camry, he's willing to kill. I should probably just immediately up it to 1,000 the next time to just avoid this resetting crap. Let's see what we're at. $39, so we need 21. We gotta kill 7 more. My God in heaven. I wish I was strong enough to kill him without it. So that was 23, so we're gonna go to 24. I knew it. I knew they were going to go right for her. I want her to get her overdrive. But I feel like... Yeah, I felt like that was going to happen. Okay. So next battle should be enough to overdrive and do a Yojimbo, which should have everything golden. Should be golden, Pony Boy. Oh no, Jimby's got his overdrive. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna summon him. I wanna save that and go back to back. Which is a risk. I could have probably done it this last time, but we'll see. I knew he'd kill her. Her new weapon doesn't have evade and counter on it right now, which is what we need the blitzballing for. I haven't played Bltzball in weeks, if not months at this point. And I played a lot of Bltzball. I forgot to check. Okay, we needed one more. Spooky. I like to think with 2 overdrive bars, he can do this. He is capable. He is beauty, he is grace. He wears a sombrero on his face. And he's dead. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine, I didn't need it. It's okay. It's okay. Squeenix. Yoshinori Katasu. I've seen this pages more than I'd like to. This is the one thing about, like, I felt bad. It'd been a while since we done a Final Fantasy run. And this was one of our charity rewards, but boy howdy, it takes up so much more time than our Pokemon challenges. If I used half the time, sorry, if I used half the time, we'd have level 100 Pokemon and it wouldn't be fun. No, yeah, we don't do it. Okay. Oop. Need him to not to not auto do his thing. I am a little excited though. Outside of the Christmas Pokemon, our next regular Pokemon game, I believe, should be X or Y, right? So we've done White and White 2. And we already did Alpha Sapphire. So it should be X or Y. Which I'm not sure if I want to do a single Pokemon challenge or if I want to do one of our... Oh, why did I give him 100? What the hell is wrong with me? Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Don't be mad. Oh, he's mad. The very first time I even checked to see if a no moves was possible was with X and Y. I was actually testing to do it in there. And then Sword and Shield had come out and we had done the other run, and then I was like, oh, I guess I could just do it on there. Like, because it's a newer game, it'd be more exciting. That was the first one we did. I guess technically we did status moves first. The no move start there is really hard because you gotta get past like a Zigzagoon trainer to get into the forest to get anything that has anything that can help you. Actually, no, that wasn't no moves. It was status moves. That was the very first any of that kind of challenge was testing, because the only thing you can do before getting into the forest is you get catch experience. So you catch Pidgeys, at least one, if not two Pidgeys, to have sand attack, and then you also, I think you drop like their defense with Tail Whip. So they eventually struggle and kill themselves. And this has been my evenings. Cordy and I cuddled on the couch, watching a spooky movie. I've got the Switch just as we watch. She's like, really? And I'm like, yes, I need this. Don't judge me. Alright, 25 up off the bat. Nope, you're already offended. $1, Bob. What? Why did the $1 work? Is he a Price is Right fan? Alright, 6 more to go, I think. Actually, probably 7, so we have extra in case we ever need that item to use in combat. I hate to say that, but it's very true. Okay, he used up his both overdrives. Okay. So we do need Yuna's again. So how have your lives been? What have you been up to? That's the thing. I hate... At first it's like, ooh, no job. I can relax and play games or whatever. No, I've been job hunting the whole ding dang time. Like I'm able to get errands done, sure. But hi, Delilah. The thing that I've realized is I don't have like the flexibility to... I have less flexibility to enjoy like hanging out on people's streams because like I spend the whole day job hunting and then it's like no. Like, oh, I see Raven's on, but it's time to be making dinner and stuff. And I'm like, I can't do this. I feel guilty because like I haven't. It'd be easier to be like, I worked all day. I can listen to this thing while making dinner, and like, no, I really can't. Ah, that's silly. Just know if you're any of my streaming friends and you don't see me around, I'm thinking of you, and I'm either exhausted or just unable. Delilah, you good? Come here. Delilah, come here. No, ma'am. Delilah. Delilah Brown. Oh, you old dirty puppy. This girl is getting so like belligerent these days. We will both be sitting there like, come on, come spend time with me. Come in our laps and cuddle. And she's like, no, I'm gonna get in my bed. Or she just doesn't hear you like altogether. She's like this mixture of partially deaf and blind and also stubborn. It's great. She's 13 years old. And I still call her a puppy because she's so tiny and fluffy. Okay, so that was 25,000. I guess I'm just gonna give 26,000. Oh no, I forgot to switch to... Yep. That's my B. Hey! That's what we wanted to get. That's lucky. Spooky ghosts. Wow. Sometimes I feel like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill for all eternity, day after day. But like, dude, really? Not at 26,000, huh? There's no rhyme or reason to this stuff, man.